Waves just came out with their subscription model. You can get 10 plugins for $20 a month, and I thought it'd be fun to go over my 10 picks, and that's coming up next. What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for being here. If this is your first time on the channel, this channel exists to help you make better music and to make that music a larger part of your full-time income. So I do videos about gear, tutorials, and then just personal stuff. Today we're talking about the new Waves subscription model, and for about $20 a month, you can get 10 plugins, and at least for the time being, you can actually get 3 more added to that bundle. And the thing about this bundle is that you actually have to commit to whatever plugins you buy. So it's more of a rent to own than a subscription model. Since picking your plugins can be a little bit intimidating, I thought sharing the ones that I either use the most or have found to be the most fascinating as far as trying out, I thought I'd go ahead and share my 10 picks. So let's get started. So if you're like me and you do any sort of producing, writing in your home studio, I would definitely recommend getting the Electric 88 piano and the Electric Grand 80 piano. I'm really into using these kinds of either soft synths or virtual instruments to layer in with real sounds or just use on the production. So these would be my first 2 picks and really the only instruments that I would pick from this bundle. The next 3 are all from the Renaissance collection. Number 1 is the Renaissance DEESSER, which I already use all the time. A DEESSER you cannot go wrong with. I use this a ton. And the Renaissance Reverb is actually a really great reverb plugin just for simple reverb situations, so I would highly recommend picking that one up. And then lastly, from the Renaissance collection, I do the R bass, the Renaissance bass. This is something that I use a ton for, depending, kick drum, bass guitar, synth bass. It just really helps boost some of those sub frequencies. And again, this is a plugin that I use all the time. I found myself in situations where I needed some sort of noise reduction. So the NS1 noise reducer is one that I would recommend as well. You just never can tell when you're in the wrong room that has a lot of outside noise, or maybe you're just getting a lot of noise floor from a certain mic. So I think this is a really good pickup as well. No plugin collection is complete without some good compressors. So I have 2 of them on this list. The first one would be the PUIGCHILD compressor. I hope I'm not butchering that name. I love this thing. I use it especially on drums and bass, use it on guitars. I mean, this thing is just super versatile. And then the other one on my list would be the BSS DPR 402 compressor, limiter, and deesser. And I know I already have a deesser on the list, but I probably wouldn't really use this plugin for that. I like having a couple of different compressor options just for coloration. As far as EQs are concerned, typically I actually use a lot of stock EQs within whatever DAW I'm in, but I do love the PUIGTECH EQ. This thing is great, especially for making boosts, because in the high end and low end, it's all really smooth. And so I end up using it usually for those situations where I am making increases rather than cuts. And then lastly, because I have 1 spot left, I wanted to pick one that I hadn't used before. And so my pick for that would actually be the Butch Vig Vocals plugin. I think this seems like a really cool plugin as far as just the presets already sound great. Seems like a cool way to try to process your vocals, and kind of an all-in-one package as far as what the capabilities are within the plugin, at least from what I've seen. Again, I haven't used this plugin yet, but with a $20 a month subscription model, I mean, it's a lot easier to make a commitment like this. So a couple things, I'd love to know what plugins you're into right now, maybe some that I should check out, potentially do a review for on the channel. So put that in the comments below. And then I'd also just love to know what you think about the subscription model in general. Is it working for you? Is it not working for you? How are you feeling about it? Please let me know in the comments below, and let's get the dialogue going. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you are notified when the next video comes out, because YouTube likes to keep that stuff hidden. And I will see you in the next video.